Have you ever confronted anyone who's impersonated you?
No.
Have you ever wanted to?
Yes.
What if someone out there looked so much like you that they could unlock your phone, fool your friends, and maybe even steal your identity? Well, that's basically Paige Neiman's entire career. She's a TikTok star who's turned her eerie resemblance to Ariana Grande into her full-time gig. And when I say full-time, I mean it. Paige doesn't just look like Ariana, she's made it her personality, her business, and yes, her way to rake in cash. From TikToks to Onlyfans, let's be real, borderline unsettling. But here's where it gets juicy. Ariana Grande herself is not amused. She hasn't outright named Paige, but you can bet she's throwing side-eye from a diamond-studded mansion somewhere. And honestly, can you blame her? Imagine waking up to see your entire identity repackaged, rebranded, and sold for $9.99 a month. It's not just a hustle, it's a moral grey area the size of Ariana's ponytail. So today, we're diving into this wild story. Is Paige Neiman just a superfan who took things too far, or is she part of a bigger social media trend? That's raising some serious ethical questions. Buckle up, this one's a ride. Let's start with how Paige Neiman became the Ariana lookalike. Paige blew up on TikTok a few years ago by recreating Ariana's most iconic looks: slicked back ponytail, winged eyeliner, oversized hoodies. You know, the Ariana Grande starter pack. At first people thought it was cute, she was just a fan after all, but things quickly got weird. Paige wasn't just recreating Ariana's style, she was perfecting it to the point where even Ariana's hardcore fans were doing double takes. Then came the infamous TikTok. Paige joked that if she ever stole Ariana's phone, she could unlock it with Face ID. Let's pause here for a second. That's not just a flex, that's a red flag waving in neon lights. Imagine someone out there who looks so much like you that they could basically replace you without anyone noticing. Creepy, right? But for Paige, it was just another viral moment. And then of course, there's the OnlyFans move.
I'm used to Ariana shading me, so...
Yeah, I mean...
It's...
whatever.
I'm just here to entertain people, like...
Paige launched her account while fully leaning into her Ariana-inspired look, essentially selling a budget version of Ariana Grande's vibe. Her pitch might as well be, no, I'm not Ariana, but I can pretend for the right price. People aren't subscribing to Paige for her personality or her creativity, they're signing up for a knockoff Ariana experience. And while this might be technically legal, it raises a lot of questions. Where do we draw the line between imitation and exploitation? And how much of someone else's identity is it okay to borrow? Ariana, for her part, hasn't stayed completely silent. In interviews, she's mentioned the idea of confronting her impersonators. She hasn't named Paige directly, but come on, we all know who she's talking about. Imagine Ariana Grande walking into a room with all the receipts, ready to shut it down. It's the kind of drama that reality TV producers dream of. But here's the kicker. Paige doesn't seem fazed. In fact, she's excited about the idea of Ariana confronting her. She's out here smiling and saying how amazing it would be to meet Ariana, like this is some kind of collab opportunity. Girl, this is not a duet on No Tears Left to Cry. This is Ariana looking at you and asking, why are you selling my identity for $9.99 a month? The whole situation brings up some bigger questions about social media and the influencer economy. Paige Neiman isn't the first person to profit off looking like someone else, and she won't be the last. We've seen this with Elvis impersonators, Michael Jackson lookalikes, and even people who cosplay as fictional characters. But social media has taken it to a whole new level. Now, anyone with a ring light and a decent resemblance can build an entire career out of copying someone else's face. And it's not just about looks. Paige has gone as far as mimicking Ariana's voice, her mannerisms, even her smirk. It's like she studied Ariana in a lab and turned herself into the ultimate clone. At what point does this stop being flattery and start being theft? It's one thing to admire a celebrity, it's another to turn their identity into your business plan. Now, let's talk about the ethics of it all. Paige's defenders argue that she's not doing anything illegal. She's not claiming to be Ariana Grande. She even has "not impersonating" in her bio, as if that magically absolves her of everything. But here's the thing. Just because it's not illegal doesn't mean it's right. Paige is still profiting off Ariana's likeness, and that's a slippery slope. Imagine if someone did this to you, copied your style, your voice, your entire vibe, and then started making money off it. You'd feel violated, right? Like someone turned your existence into a subscription service. And let's not forget the impact this has on Ariana herself. Celebrities are already treated like public property, but this takes it to another level. Ariana doesn't just have to deal with tabloids and paparazzi. Now she has to see her own face and her own identity used as someone else's marketing tool. It's invasive, and honestly, it's kind of dystopian. But here's the real question. Why does this even work? Why are people subscribing to Paige Neiman's OnlyFans or following her TikToks? The answer lies in the weird way social media blurs reality. People love the idea of getting close to their favorite celebrities, even if it's through a knockoff version. It's like buying a fake designer bag. It's not the real thing, but it's close enough to make you feel special. And Paige knows this. She's leaned into the drama, the criticism, and even the cringe factor. Every time someone calls her out, it just gives her more publicity. It's the ultimate any attention is good attention strategy, and so far it's working. So, where do we go from here? Paige Neiman isn't just chasing a paycheck, she's chasing it in someone else's shadow. And while it might work for now, you can't build a career on someone else's identity forever. At some point, people are going to want the real thing, not the discount version. As for Ariana Grande, she's made it clear that she's not here for the impersonation circus. And honestly, who can blame her? This isn't just about copying a look, it's about turning someone's entire existence into a business. It's weird, it's invasive, and it's more than a little unsettling. But what do you think? Is Paige a marketing genius who's figured out how to profit from her resemblance? Or is this whole thing just morally questionable and flat out cringe? Let me know in the comments.
Ariana Grande's lookalike went too far, from imitating her, to using her face for money. She even got plastic surgery to look exactly like her. Once you see her, you will honestly believe she is the real Ariana Grande, from her makeup, to her voice, to her tattoo. But looking like her, just now made her life a living hell. Because when fans found out that she signed up for an Onlyfans cosplaying as Ariana, a lot of fans were angry. Ariana could sue for defamation. Paige doing OF as Ariana can damage Ari's brand, said one fan. But what makes this story even crazier is that this news made it to the real Ariana Grande, and the way she reacted to it will surely surprise you. I just wonder why the cat voice/dialogue. I'm sure she is the sweetest sweetheart for real, but it's definitely bizarre seeing people blend the two worlds LMFAO. So even Ariana thinks it's strange to see Paige copy her character Cat from the show Victorious. Should Ariana take legal action though?